Hey guys, this is Piece of Cheese here, and I've got a very special treat for you today. I'm going to make a video of my Recon CS-6. Now, those of you who read my collection page will know I have two, and this is special compared to the other one because, well, firstly, this one is modified, the other one is stock, but also primarily because this Recon CS-6 is my first ever Nerf blaster, if you ignore the belt blaster. Busby belt blaster, which I no longer have. I bought this halfway through 2010, I believe. It was the first time I'd seen it in the toy catalog, and it looked cool, so I decided to get one. And that's kind of where my Nerf hobby started. Now, the way I've done several basic mods to this. Your usual air restrictor removal. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's cleaned through. I used the SG Nerf pipe cutter method. I've cut off the rear to account for the 10-cent coin reinforcement so that the plunger doesn't break. And I've also put in an OMW 5 kilo spring for some extra power. Now you may be wondering why I have these holes drilled into my slide. Well, originally my idea was to make it bolt action like a long shot, but with the OMW 5 kilo spring it felt really uncomfortable and as if the slide was going to break, so I removed it. And the reason why I've got holes in both sides is because I shotgun gripped my Recon at one point. I believe it was before I got more than one Alpha Trooper, but yeah, I just didn't like it compared to a normal Alpha Trooper. I've removed the clip lock, so I can just easily slide in the clip whenever I want to. And my plunger tube has E-tape on the back of it. You may be wondering why. Some of you might not care, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Now, an Australian 10-cent coin is a tiny bit larger than a Recon plunger. Either that or I stuck it on wrong. But anyway, to make it sit flush with the plunger tube, I started to sand it down, as you would. So I was sanding and suddenly I felt a slight weakness in the plunger plastic, and it turns out I sanded it a little too much at approximately this point here. And so I've put the E-tape to just help make sure it doesn't break, but in all honesty, I don't think it'll actually break because of the design of the plunger tube. The main reason why, the main mod that makes this Recon different from all other modded Recons is the dart tooth. I have no clue if you can see it or not, but you will notice that it's not a normal Recon dart tooth. This one is a little shorter and is filled with hot glue. Now you should be able to see there that there's hot glue on it. Now this helps push the dart a little further into the breech, which gives it a slightly better seal and thus slightly better ranges than if he'd left it alone. You can see all sorts of signs of wear and tear, such as here, the paint rubbing off the handle, scratch marks on here, you probably can't see it, and wear marks on both sides of the Recon, here and here. And there's also a lot of marks of hot glue and knife cuts and all that from my past failed mods. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to fire it down my hallway as I usually would. Alright, so for some annoying reason my iPod Touch decided to cut out in the middle of that video just before I started the firing test, so here it is, my personal modified Recon CS-6, AR removal, dart tooth modification, OMW 5 kilo spring, plunger reinforcement, etc, etc. And yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, follow, etc, etc. Thanks for watching.